Jules, quick question here about Merino. I mean, I know he says he's never played the position. He was surprised when he found out he was going to get the run in this game. Is there a case to be made after what we saw today that he's the guy that should be starting up top the rest of the way?
No. He can't start. He can't start as a number 9 like that. He just in terms of the habits of playing that position, coming short, playing with your back to goal, all this is just not his game. I just don't think at this level you could move a player who's a 6 or an 8. And Craig is right. We've seen him making those runs from midfield, but Frank Lampard could not have played as a number 9. Steven Gerrard could not have played as a number 9. And Mikel Merino is nowhere near as good as them two anyway. So I just don't think, as it might sound a little bit romantic after his 2 goals today, to say, hey, why not? No, it's not possible.
But Jules, what's the option? It can't be Raheem Sterling.
Shaka, I think it would be that this front 3, Sterling on the left, Trossard as a 9, false 9, and then Ranieri on the right-hand side. For now as well, there's a couple of younger players from the reserve team. One was on the bench today. I guess Lewis Kelly, who really before being a left-back, which he's now and very good at it, was a midfielder, could potentially play maybe slightly higher up, but they just don't have enough bodies. I don't think they have really many options. I thought today maybe Rice could have played a little bit closer to Trossard, even almost as a second striker. Merino can do that, I guess, too. But even that's not ideal, Shaq, really. So I just can't see anybody outside of that front 3 for Mikel Arteta to be able to start.
Listen, I get you, Jules. Personally, I love Raheem Sterling. I think you look at the course of his career, as at his best, as unplayable a winger come striker as you could hope for, especially given his pace. But the evidence, not just of today, but all season long, I just don't see how you craft a title-winning team with Raheem Sterling in this kind of form. Doesn't trust his pace as he once did, and that was arguably his best asset. And just doesn't have the touch or the confidence that he once did.
I think I'd rather see Calafiori play fullback and Miles Lewis-Skelly playing further on and pushed up on the wide.
I mean, but we're talking about moving guys all over the field. These are not
Raheem Sterling has
things you can bank on to catch Liverpool. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about catching Liverpool.
But you're in that scenario where
a sort of defender up top.
Yeah, but he's in that situation.
Doesn't matter though.
He doesn't really have any. Sorry, Don. He doesn't really have any options but to try and move the pieces of the jigsaw because of the injuries. And so now you're looking at how do you make the best out of a bad bunch. And unfortunately for him, Raheem Sterling's just not cutting it at this level anymore, which I think most of us thought, even surprised as we were, that Mikel Arteta was bringing him in. Not just that he was bringing him in, but what kind of impact could he make if needed? And I think we've clearly had the answer, not just today, but in the games where he's been used. So now you're looking at, do I play Mikel Merino maybe just on that left-hand side to make some diagonal runs or get in at the back post? Or do I move a full-back up there to give me some width and some crosses into the box? Because he hasn't got that many other options. If he's going to play Trossard as a false 9, which he's probably going to do because who else is going to do it, that's the scenario you're in. But no matter what, if these are the players and the personnel, I repeat myself over and over, you're going to have to get your goals, the bulk of them, from the middle of the park. And that's a lot of pressure, but we've seen a midfielder get 2 today, and that has made the difference.
Quickly, Don, last word on this to you.
Well, I was just going to say, when you look at the graphic there and you look at Arsenal's team, it's their best 8 behind the front 3. So what Arsenal have got to do is forget about Liverpool, forget about Liverpool's talents. You're not playing Liverpool till, I think, one of the last games of the season, I think 3rd from last. What they can do, I agree with Craig in a way, but I would go the other way where I'd play Miles Lewis-Skelly at left-back and Calafiori higher up on that left-hand side, because the 8 that they played, and it might be on a case for Arsenal, forget about hitting teams for 4 and 5s. If you've got a back 8, including the midfield boys who can run any game in the midfield, and you've got clean sheets, you've always got a goal in this Arsenal team. And as I said before, Ranieri was different class today, but forgetting comparing Arsenal with what Liverpool have got in terms of how many goals and the firepower they've got, all they can do is just win every single game. If it's 1-0 from now at the end of the season, Arteta takes it every week.